Welcome back, everybody, for another workout of the day. Today is 3 rounds for time. We're calling it Winter Blues because every time we think that the summer is coming, we get another snowstorm or another flood of cold weather, so it can get a little depressing. So what better way to work off those winter blues than doing 3 rounds of time? So 5 handstand push-ups, 10 ab rollers, 20 box jumps, 30 ball taps, 20 weighted lunges, 10 bent over rows, and 5 burpees. So we're gonna do all of those movements 3 times. You're gonna time yourself. You're gonna mark down your times, weights, and movements and revisit this before the end of the winter. Okay, so we're gonna go through all of those movements and the modifications, and then you can get started. Okay, so the first movement is going to be our handstand push-up. So I do understand that not everybody can do a handstand push-up, which is why we're gonna go through the modifications as well. So we're gonna start with the modifications and then move to the wall. First, you can just do a regular push-up. So we want our hand underneath our shoulder, straight. We want to have a nice plank position. We don't want to be sagging or up with our butt. We want to make sure we're coming down nice and even. So we're going to look forward, come down, touch the ground, and our chest should be touching the ground. If you find that you're touching first like this and your chest is always up, just readjust yourself. That means you're probably sagging a little bit, so no sags, straight down. So that is the regular push-up. You can also do a modified push-up if you're not ready for that, and it's the same movement, just on your knees. So now let's work our way to some of the other push-ups we can do in case we can't go on the wall just yet. So we can also do a piked push-up. So now I told you to keep your butt nice and even. This time we're going to be sticking that right up there. So we're going to be on our toes. We're going to have our hands underneath our shoulders, and we're going to come down and touch the top of our head as we rock forward on our toes. So that is the piked push-up, and it kind of simulates being almost upside down, but just not quite there yet. We can also just do a raised with the wall ball. You can put your feet up on the wall ball and come down. You can also, now working our way up, we can use a box or a bench, and so we're gonna put our feet up top. Now, depending on the height is gonna make it harder, so the higher you are up, the harder it's going to be. So we're gonna put our feet up on the box. We're gonna be in a nice 90-degree angle and come down and touch the top of your head in between your hands. And again, hands are always under your shoulder. So now last but not least, we have our wall, which we can kind of cartwheel ourselves into. Try not to slam a hole into your wall if you're doing this at home or at a gym. People probably don't want that either. They might not invite you back. Okay, so we're gonna come up and we can either do a strict push-up, which is where we come down, touch the ground without kipping. Or to make it easier, we can kip, we come down in an upside down seated position, kick with our legs as hard as we can, and push with our arms at the same time. It is a little hard to talk upside down. So, but those are your choices there. The next movement is going to be our ab roller. So this is an awesome ab exercise. If you don't have one of these at home, it's a great cheap gym addition to have. So we're gonna go on our knees, cross our feet at the top, and we're gonna work our way until we come about straight and not touching the ground. And we're gonna really squeeze those abs to use your abs to roll back. You will feel it. If you don't feel it right then and there, you will feel it the next day, I promise. So, modifications, we can do inchworms either on our knees, so we can still be in that same position. And we reach all the way out, come all the way back up. Reach out with the second one, and really squeezing those abs on the way back. We can also do a standing inchworm as well. So we're gonna be standing up, and we're gonna inch our way out. Reach out, come back in. Or we can use the band just to put a little bit more resistance, so we can walk ourselves out. Hold one hand here, pull, and come back like so. If you don't have an ab roller, you can also use like the barbell to roll or anything else as well. Okay, next movement is going to be our box jump. So we want to jump fully, completely on top of this box. No feet hanging off the box. Our foot is landing completely on the box, both feet at the same time. And we want to land in a quarter squat. We don't want to land in a full squat. So we're going to set up facing the box, jump up. This is a quarter squat. And then we're going to stand all the way up at the top. And we can either jump back down, jump back up, or we can step down and jump back up. So again, no hanging off the box, no jumping into a full squat and standing up. So modifications, we can either lower the box, we can do step ups, where we're gonna place our foot fully, completely on the box, not hanging off whatsoever. And we're gonna step up with this leg until it's straight. Once it's straight, then we can place the other foot on the box, come back down, switch legs, like so. Now you can also stack a bunch of plates at a height that you feel comfortable jumping to if a box is too high for you. The other thing you can do is jumping squats. So we want to make sure our knees are coming out, our chest is staying upright. We're going to come down into a nice squat and jump at the top. Next movement, I wish I had a better name. I was calling these toe taps, but then people were getting confused with an ab exercise. So sorry, I have to call them ball taps. So you can use a med ball, or you can use a slam ball, and we're just tapping on top of the ball with our toes continuously. We don't want to tap, stop, tap. We don't want to be doing this. This is not really doing much except looking like a weirdo. So we really want to get that heart rate going at this moment. This is the middle part, so we're just trying to get our cardio in there. I know I'm against cardio, but it's good to get that heart rate up a little bit. Next movement, weighted lunges. So let's go over the lunge, and this is also a modification, just using your body weight. So we're gonna step forward into a 90-degree angle here into a 90-degree angle here. We're gonna push back with that front foot. We're keeping our chest up and our back straight always, no matter if you're using weight or not. So options, we can either do a suitcase carry. So to keep in mind, don't let the weight pull you forward. You don't want to be doing this. You want to be uptight, squeezing those shoulder blades together in the back, keeping that form the whole time as you step forward into that lunge, always keeping a nice tight back with your shoulders up. So you can also take one dumbbell and do a front rack with that dumbbell as well, and you can also do that with a kettlebell if you so desire. You can also use a band for resistance as well. So you want to wrap that band right above your knee and just step forward. Or you can do 10 on each leg where you're stepping up, you're pushing all the way up with a straight arm, never bent, straight all the way up, everything tight, and just step forward with that one leg at a time, and then switch sides. We can also use, I'm gonna move this out of the way. You can also use a barbell, and we can either do a back rack. So keep in mind with the back rack, keep your elbows underneath the bar, not up and out, under the bar, chest tall, back straight, pushing with that front foot. We can also do a front rack with the barbell as well. We want to keep those elbows up and high, chest up, back straight. Do not let the weight pull your chest forward. So now that we have our barbell ready to go, we are going to use this for the bent over rows. So we're gonna set up, we wanna be about hip width apart, toes slightly pointed outward. We wanna make sure our chest is up and our back is straight. So we're gonna, to do this, we're gonna bring our hips back, keeping our chest still pointed upward, but our butt is going to be back. Our knees are gonna be slightly bent, and we always wanna be squeezing our shoulder blades together. So, show you forward and then back. So we're gonna pick up that barbell, then we're gonna bring it down, we're gonna kind of hang it in front of us, and we're gonna squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then we're gonna pull. Just, if you're a female and you're wearing a sports bra, it should be just at that bottom band of your sports bra. What I see here, common mistakes is that people do this like shrug thing to pull the barbell up or the weight up. We don't want to do that. You're taking away from the movement by doing that. You're not getting everything out of it. You're using another muscle instead of the muscle we're targeting here. So we really just want to use those arms and back to pull that to your chest. So think about that and what weight you can use without struggling, where you're going to be trying to do like a kipping seizure thing there. You know, it's not always about the weight, it's about how you use the weight. how you engage your muscles when lifting weights. So again, this is from the side view. I'm gonna come, push my chest back, my knees are slightly bent, squeezing my shoulder blades back, and you notice nothing is moving but my arms. We can also do this with dumbbells. So we can do, well, we can do it two ways. We can do it with 2 dumbbells. Again, we're gonna do that same movement, come down, and we're gonna come up. Or, I'm gonna have to use this box really quick. If you have a bench, you can put one leg on the bench, one hand on the bench, squeezing, and you just want to come up till your elbow is 90 degrees. We don't need to go any further than that, and just pull up, squeezing that back, those shoulders together, keeping that back nice and straight. Hello, Mia. Okay, so, oh, you can also use a band as well. Sorry, almost forgot that. So, we're gonna stand there, same movement, butt back, knees slightly bent, back straight, chest up, and we're just gonna pull the band upward. Had to move that because our last movement is going to be our burpee, everybody's favorite. So we're gonna come down, kick all the way out until we're in a nice plank position, into a push-up, all the way down, come back up, finish that with a nice jump up. So this is how it looks. So modifications, we can just do a half burpee where we're just kicking out. And again, we want to make sure we're kicking out fully so that our back and everything is straight. We can also do a walking out burpee. So we can walk out, push up, or no push up, walk back in, and do a jump. So that is the workout of the day. Again, it's all of those things 3 times, 4 times, so make sure you got that timer going. Good luck.